Final day at football camp here for the University of Utah today at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Camp is over. They'll begin game preparations and school next week. And as we began camp with Kyle Whittingham, we'll end camp with Kyle Whittingham on this camp report. So what do we know about this team that when you and I spoke 3 weeks ago we didn't know?
Well, for one thing, absolute great group as far as working hard, focusing, concentrating. We did not have one bad practice throughout the entire fall camp. Might be the first time that's ever happened. And got great leadership on the team. We voted for captains and leadership council last night. The guys did a great job selecting the guys that we feel are great leaders. Still got a lot to work on. We're still 12 days out, so there's plenty of time to get some of the details ironed out. But the game will be here before you know it, so we got to get going.
You mentioned it, captains and leadership council. Tell me about that this year. Let's start with your captains. Were you pleased with the selections?
Very much so. And Tyler Huntley was named, and it's ideal if your quarterback can be a captain. Right. I mean, it doesn't have to be the case, but if that is the case, that's just something that's that much better for the offense and for the team. Darren Paulo, it was nice to see the offensive line represented. You don't oftentimes get O-linemen in leadership roles like that, so it was great to see Darren. He's a fifth-year senior and done a great job for us. Then on defense, our two big kids up front, Lecky Fotu and Bradley and I, and got a great deal of confidence in both those guys and the way they lead. And we have 14 leadership council members, those 4 captains plus 6 other guys, and we have 8 other guys, and we have Benny Lennon, who got elected for special teams captain. So I guess it would be 10 other guys. My math is incorrect. But anyway, 14 leadership council guys. And like I said, not a bad selection in the group, in our opinion. And it's a big responsibility for those guys to assume those leadership roles.
You had 2 big questions coming into fall camp. Big questions. There's always little questions. One was the place-kicking position. One was the offensive line. Let's start with the offensive line. You hinted the other day you feel pretty good about your first 5.
We do. We got, and actually it's the first 6, with Johnny Maia and Paul Tawala going to be rotating at that guard spot opposite Braden Daniels. And then you got Nick Ford and Darren Paulo with the tackles, and Umana snapping the football, Orlando Umana. So we think that's a solid group. We still need some development to take place for 7, 8, 9, and 10, but that's happening.
All right, place kicker, that was one even the other day you weren't quite sure of. Are you sure yet of who your place kicker is going to be?
It looks like it's going to be Andy Stroh, and that's not 100%. We still got some competition to play out, but if we had to kick today, it would be Andy Stroh.
All right. You said it was a good fall camp. Some days are always better than others. What did you like most about this, aside from the effort and getting after it? What do you feel good about this team heading into the season in 12 days?
Well, we stayed clear of, for the most part, of major injuries, which is always a concern. Came out very healthy, or relatively healthy. The offense got installed in its entirety. Everything, offense, defense, special teams, every schematic got installed in its entirety. So when we go back and game plan now and refine things, at least they've been exposed to the entire package. Because we're going to draw from some of the things we did in fall camp, maybe not until week 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's good to have them exposed to it. Then when they do it again, it's it's not the first time they're seeing it.
Do you feel comfortable with Tyler and this new offense heading into the opener?
Very comfortable. Tyler Huntley's had an outstanding camp, and he's got complete command of the offense. And I think Coach Sludd has done a great job of tailoring things to his skill set.
Final thing, you've got BYU in 12 days. Give me a thought on the Cougars as you guys get ready for them.
Yeah, it's a rivalry game, and it's always intense. It's always going to draw a lot of hype throughout the state. Biggest single sporting event in the state. Most years, I guess there's some exceptions to that, but most years it is the #1 event. So, got to go on the road. But we'll be ready. We'll be ready to play.
Hey, thanks for doing these with us, and we'll see you in about 12 days.
Okay, Billy. Take care.
There you go. That's Kyle Whittingham with us. Our final camp report. We'll have a whole lot more content coming throughout the year here from Utah Athletics and Utah Football. Don't forget, Saturday night, that's tonight, the 17th, is Fan Fest right here at Rice-Eccles Stadium and 12 days away from kickoff. For Utah Athletics and Utah Football, I'm Bill Riley.